right, to the millions and millions and millions. Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Let's do a little Piston draft talk today. We're gonna talk about Jaden Ivey. All right, wants to be a Piston. Also said he wouldn't mind being an Indiana Pacer, saying that he lived there as well too. Jimmy Grant trade rumors are heating up. Talking about trading up talk, and there is some height shockers there. So let me fix the title. But appreciate everybody that's watching Facebook, Twitter, and obviously YouTube. So appreciate you guys for watching. I'm gonna start turning these into audio podcasts so you can listen to audio ad free. You know, there probably be a couple ads on there once you catch some better the viewership. But I'll keep y'all guys posted. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Facebook. Um, Probably put something on Instagram, Twitter, whole nine. Make sure you check out the community tab so you'll know how to listen to the audio free. It'll be the next morning, probably about 9, 8 in the morning, something like that. Ad free the next morning. So yeah, we good to go right there. Give me 1 second. Let me fix the title and I'll be ready to roll, man. But yeah, Jeremy Grant trade talks are heating up. They saying that he's gonna be traded this summer. They ain't exactly what everybody want to hear. Most people want to hear that he's going to be traded for a lottery pick, right? Because a lot of people feel like the Pistons are at a pivotal point of ready to turn that corner. Some people are gonna start to play in talks again, and reality set in real quick. You can say, well, reality set in because K was injured or whatever. But one of the biggest reasons why is because of Dwayne Casey. He just sucks as a head coach, and I'm gonna continue to let people know that he sucks as a head coach, and he just, what is the biggest reason now? Where we kind of talent wise, we kind of outgunned a little bit. Yeah, we dealt with some injuries and stuff, but Jeremy Grant could be a salvageable asset though. But then again, if you're going, how important is the four position? Honestly, how important as it is today. I mean, obviously you got Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he kind of played in multiple mind. He played more of a point forward, small forward, that Grant Hill type of role in the offense. But like I said before, I mean, I think if he really defended, and worried about scoring secondary, I mean, I think he could be a hot commodity and be a good thing for us. But I mean, really, you're gonna pay him $25-30 million. And that's you gotta look at the value. They talking about Jalen Brunson, the Knicks. They got his daddy, but they might be out the running. My thing is the value. Are you really gonna win a championship with playing Jalen Brunson $20-25 million? I mean, I don't know. Colin Sexton $20-25 million. You got to understand that role players just as pivotal as the studs. You got a stud in K. Cunningham, right? Now you need that big that next guy that can help him out. And like I said, Sadiq Bey, he's another victim of Dwayne Casey not putting any structure around these young brothers and everybody playing their role. The offense don't have any fluidity, no nothing. You know how it go, man. They just stagnant and all that type of stuff. So I mean, it'd be interesting, man, because they got some. They would have an opportunity at making the playoffs last year. I think the talent, other than injuries, the talent was there, bro. But you know how it go, man. We can talk about ifs was a fifth. It'd be a lot of just different things got to be going on in Detroit. But nonetheless, man, like I said before, he could be salvaged. He just needs the structure. But like I said before, I think most of us we looking more towards a lottery pick. This the part that that's the pivotal part. I mean, it's summer. I mean, if he gonna be moved this summer, then I think a lot of people not gonna want a future. I don't think a lot of people gonna want a future asset, bro. They gonna want somebody that's gonna come in and help next year. Everybody think next year is the turning point for the Pistons. I mean, for Troy Weaver, it definitely is, and it's gonna be interesting to see where his vision. And that's one thing that Tom Gores don't understand, and it's kind of what Joe Dumars was kind of mad about. He don't have, and he not even tapped in. He tapped. What's so funny about he tapped into the hip hop culture community in Detroit before he tapped in, with the Pistons tradition. You know what I'm saying? Like, he hasn't tapped in with tradition. They don't know what the Piston teams are built about. You can tell just some of the players they targeted, they're not Piston players. at all. So they trying to build this a totally different way from the bad boys and the '90s Pistons and the the going to work Pistons. It's a totally different type of build though. You know how it go. Junior Gitter, salute, appreciate you. Antonio Calhoun, he said we take Brogdon and Turner and top 5 pick, protected pick that will convey in 2024 for Hayes and Stewart in a second. We need that first. I mean, we take. I think I mean Brogdon or Turner. I mean, at this point, I mean, you can take Jaden Ivey, you be good. Then question about the center. I mean, like I said, if you can move back into the first round, I mean, I'd rather hitch my wagon to Mark Williams or Jalen Durham. That's just my opinion. Alex, what's going on, bro? Eric, what's going on? Trey Finesse, what's going on? So I'd rather hitch my wagon to that. But like I said before, that's what people got to understand, man. You got to build to beat these dudes. With Jeremy Grant, yeah, he can definitely be an integral component he definitely could be an integral component to winning the championship. He definitely can be a key factor. But him being your second, guy, I mean, it's just not gonna work. So I mean, like I said, Sadiq Bey is more talented, but then again, Kate and Sadiq Bey, they great offensive players, but they got to defend. And Jeremy Grant got here, he picked up the offense and left the defense in Denver. So he stopped defending. And listen, you look at it, man, he ain't defending like consistent like he was defending. Like I said, a lot of people was concerned about his scoring ability and can he score. He showed he could score, and it was volume. But I mean, this is what people want to hear. I think people hope he traded for a draft pick this year. And like I said before, I mean, Christian Wood just went for a 26 draft pick and 3 guys just to make the numbers right. I mean, obviously, Philadelphia looking to trade. I think they got the 23rd draft pick. They're looking to move on from that draft pick as well. I mean, obviously, Atlanta at 16. I mean, once you start creeping, inside that lottery, 9 San Antonio, what is it, like 10, 11, Washington, the Knicks, you start talking about Charlotte at 15, 13. I mean, obviously, today, if you wanted to, you could trade Jeremy Grant for 14 to the Cleveland Cavaliers. You would have to bring back out something in return because it's Cleveland. What would they be willing to give? I mean, obviously, Lauri Markkanen got 2 years on his contract. You bring home a 14 pick, and if you can squeeze something else out of them or protect it, first round pick or something, I mean, that deal is gonna be there. I mean, people talking about Portland. Like I said before, for you to get 8 or 4 from Sacramento or something like that, or you creep into the top 10, it's got to be something more than Jeremy Grant. Like I said before, if they wanted to creep into in 4, they could go to 4. They realistically got the assets to do so. But do you really want to package Jeremy Grant with a first round pick and then that pick is valuable next year down the line? So you know, like I said before, it's all up to what they want to do. But like I said, it's you can trade it for known commodities out there. I mean, would they be doing Jeremy Grant, Clint Capella in the first? At this point, I think they may entertain that if the Rudy Gobert thing don't work. I mean, like I said before, man, Cleveland is an interesting option. It's just, can you ham Cleveland enough? But I mean, San Antonio, an interesting option. You know, um, because you get 20 and 25 for Jeremy Grant. I mean, if you're gonna get 9, you gotta throw something else in. This who else Greg Popovich would like to be in. So, like I said before, your 2 commodities that you love going into this offseason is an expiring contract with Jeremy Grant and it's an expiring contract with Kelly Olynyk. That way, you already got 28 million. You already 28 million up under the cap. So think about it. You got $13 million cap space with Kelly Olynyk. Yeah, you can keep around that 13 roll off next year, and it's a better pool of players next year. But it's more people with money next year. You can trade Jeremy Grant. Can somebody absorb that contract? I mean, yeah, you can go different ways, man. You can go, Colin Sexton. You can go Jalen Brunson. You can go Zach LaVine. You can go Anthony Simmons and try to match his offer with Portland and all that though. But you can go out there and spend on DeAndre Ayton. But they don't have a post on what it mean to be a Piston, bro. That's the messed up thing about it. But Tom Gore's coming in here, Bill Davidson, he understood that. You know what I'm saying? With Jack McCloskey and Chuck Daly and etc. He understood that. And Tom Gore's don't understand that he can give as much fucking money his way as he want for tax write-offs or whatever it is. He doesn't understand, you know, some of the players that he targeted is some of the same mistakes that previous GMs made. If it was Andre Drummond, Greg Monroe, I mean, you can already see. You don't know what he's gonna do, but you can already see some of the guys that like this team doesn't have a vision, bro. It doesn't have a vision, and you really gonna start to see. This thing been going down. 20 wins, whatever they won this year, it's kind of been going down. But like I said, you really gonna see where they gonna bend that corner this year, and it might be 30 wins this season. You know what I'm saying? It may be 35 wins this season, but like I said, you gonna really see this thing go for real. You gonna see exactly where this thing going, and that's gonna be the interesting thing. And I'm gonna be able to tell you honestly. By the time they make their moves and free agency over with, I'll be able to tell you like if it's gonna work or not gonna work. And one thing that's gonna actually hurt it is Dwayne Casey. He can't coach. So like I said, Jeremy Grant could work, you know what I'm saying? But like I said before, I don't know, man. We can talk about, we're hypotheticals. You might not get nothing what you think you're gonna get for him. I mean, come on. It might be an asset next year. You never know. It might be a sign and trade with somebody else. Honestly, you look at the order, I mean, New Orleans, you look at New Orleans, say, how could it work? I mean, pretty much, you know, not sure. Ingram could be in the backcourt with McCollum, I would guess. So I'm not sure how that would work for them. Washington, they in the win now mode to try to keep Bradley Beal. Porzingis, Kyle Kuzma, Jeremy Grant would be good there. Got a lot of young players there too, so that'll work. So you trying to get that second pick so you can help your team. But like I said before, I'm not sure. Troy Weaver don't really have a track record for trades and all that type of stuff. So I mean, like I said, the ball is in his court, man. It's gonna be very interesting. The ball is gonna be in his court. So very interesting, man. But he said we can make some win now players with some young players like Golden State make a playoff run. We should take on Turner and Brogdon. We know no. Why would you take on both of them? I mean, you giving up the fifth pick. That makes no sense. But you can take you're not Golden State. That's the problem. You're not Golden State, so that don't make no sense. He said, "Give me Ivy and a big that can move his feet with the post game and defend." Well, I was gonna defend the rim and the pick and roll. I'm really not tripping off the post game, bro. That really don't matter to me. Because how many times people really, how many times they really use in the post game, bro. That's the number one reason that small ball is winning. That's the number one reason because the centers can't make you pay on the post. But like I said, Jalen Durham, his potential as a post scorer, it helped. But honestly, rebound, block shots, move your feet, defend and pick and roll, you know, it's pretty much what you're looking for. If you can post, I mean, shit, who really posting out here like that? Even Jokic drifted his ass out to the even he drifted us out to the 3 point. Nobody really posted. Even Joel Embiid, he dribbling like he a guard and stuff, man. Shaq, man, today's game really missed Shaq, bro. Cause you couldn't go small ball versus Shaq, bro. You couldn't go Shaw small ball versus Shaq. Yeah, you can drag, Draymond and Jokic and Bellaccini and all these dudes to the 3 point line. And they can shoot 33%, 30. They can shoot 40%. Cause Shaq gonna shoot 70%. He gonna shoot 70% in the post, and he gonna get them boys in foul trouble. That's why the Lakers ain't working. Cause Anthony Davis don't want to post up. These dudes are just wow. Who would be the perfect coach for the Pistons right now? I don't know. To be honest, somebody younger. Somebody definitely younger, bro. Their whole style is like it's not there. But nonetheless, man, love to hear y'all Jeremy Grant trade ideas. But to continue on, Jaden Ivey said he wants to be with the Pistons. And cool. I like that. He also said today that he wouldn't mind being with Indiana neither. Obviously, he went to Purdue. Excuse me. Obviously, he went to Purdue, and he has some connections there in Purdue. To Indiana. So he stayed there as well too. So obviously, he has some connections there. But says that the Spun, are you any Pacific teams you think might end up going to, or any place that might seem like you really like a really good fit? He said, "Quote: I would love to go anywhere, but Detroit. My mom, Notre Dame women's head coach, Neely Ivy, played for the Detroit Shock in the WNBA. I lived in the area. I know what it's like. Detroit, which picks fifth overall, could be an option." So he also went on to say something similar about Indiana. It's his pretty much considered his hometown. So he said that the Pacers. Jeremy Jaden Ivey quote from yesterday. The Pacers, who picked six. My mom played with Indiana Fever. Kind of familiar with that organization. If they pick me on draft night, it would be an honor just being from Indiana and living there my whole life. That would be amazing. That's the first time somebody ever said they wanted to live in Indiana. But he been there, so obviously there's some type of familiarity there. But if the Pacers pick him, I don't know how him and Keegan Murray would actually mesh. But I mean, not Keegan Murray, but Tyrese Haliburton would mesh. I mean, they just throwing combo guards on top of combo guards. And that's the crazy thing about it, bro. That's literally what they doing. They throwing combo guards and just hoping that it fit. You look at the amount of combo guards, around the league that have been playing together. Um, Damian Lillard, Colin Sexton, Darius Garland. I mean, how many of them truly work? Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs. We got to eventually, see what they bring to the table. So it worked. Like, Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, what made them such a good undersized backcourt. They could defend. What made Eric Snow and Aaron McKee and Allen Iverson work, Eric, they can defend. Especially Eric Snow can defend. He can defend. You know, he can defend. So, that's just something to look at, bro. When you go undersized backcourts and two combo guards, like there's really got to be some type of balance when you talk about somebody like Rip and Chauncey. Like, you knew what Chauncey can do. Chauncey can pull in and shoot it. He became a better playmaker in Detroit. He was known as a combo scoring guard coming near. Something clicked in Detroit where he became a better, facilitator and more patient. And Rip Hamilton was somebody you knew what he's going to do. He's going to come off the screens, come off the pin downs, the curls, catch and shoot. You didn't have to worry about Rip Hamilton taking you off the dribble too much. He'd post you. He knew his game. You know what I'm saying? So there got to be some type of cohesiveness in the backcourt. Then there has to be some type of balance. And obviously, the camaraderie kind of, got to make it happen. So, like I said, I don't know how. I mean, him and Cade, it's a mystery. You don't know till to know. They might not click. They might not get along. You never know. It's interesting how it worked. Most people demand Cade to have a ball in his hand, 24/7, and continue to attack, and do his thing. And how would Ivy work? Would he be able to, cut? Can he be able to handle the ball? They can share the ball, and they try to share the ball with Killian Hayes. You know, you know, they try to share the ball with Killian Hayes. But the thing about the difference between them two, Jaden Ivey is a way better basketball player. You can handle the ball. He can find. It's gonna be interesting to see how that works. I mean, also obviously Kyrie and Deion Waiters didn't work. I mean, if you really look at the history of undersized backcourts, man, I mean, how many of them has won championships? You know, that's crazy. Just really think of it. Like Joe Dumars and Isaiah Thomas, they might be they might be in small company, bro. They might not. I mean, undersized backcourts. Isaiah was about 6'2", Joe Dumars 6'3". You know, so think about that for a minute. But obviously they would be a bigger backcourt, 6'4", about 6'6". K about 6'6", Ivy about 6'4". So it'd be a bigger backcourt. Obviously, you got 6'7" at the small forward. They size wise, the Pistons would be good from backcourt to small forward. Then you probably say, well, they bring in Ayton at the 5. They have some good size at the 5. Whatever they bring in at the 4, I mean, it'd be good, bro. But Jaden Ivey, changes the dynamic from an athletic standpoint. So, you would want to build on that with a big man, somebody that can really run the floor like a deer, really can quick and stuff of that nature. And that'd be beautiful if they end up with Mark Williams and Jalen Durham, along with with Ivy. That would instantly upgrade their athleticism, even more so than Mitchell Green and Mohamed Bamba. Their athleticism would, literally be off the chain, bro. But then again, one thing, Troy Weaver's been targeted, allegedly, and this is, we can't really say this is what he's doing, but in all reports, it's been smaller Colin Sexton, smaller Jalen Brunson. He didn't even try to look the way of Zach Levine. He obviously has an idea that he wants to go smaller in the backcourt, so he'd probably be happy if Jaden Ivey, didn't go. He just seemed like he really want to spend that. He really want to spend that free agency money on a guard, or if he don't get a guard, he want to spend it on DeAndre Ayton. So, like I said before, he has no sense of direction on what it takes to for the Pistons to win. He don't. I know times change, and you're obviously not gonna win it with the five they had, the five guys they had, Rip, Chauncey, Tayshaun, Rasheed, Ben Wallace. Obviously, that's not gonna happen again. But I could just tell like some of the stuff, and I could be wrong. Some of the stuff the stuff that's leaking out, I just don't really think they just don't have a pulse on the city of Detroit. They have and that's the reason they endorsing Babyface Ray and 42 Doug and Peasy and Cash Doll, and they're fish out of water, bro. If he was going to continue to do that, they could have stayed at the Palace. Detroit is a blue collar town, and that's one of the reasons the Lions ain't never won nothing. That's one of the major reasons the Lions ain't never won nothing, bro. Because they never match they never match the identity of the city, bro. Never. They never match the identity of the city. Think about that for a minute. Same thing when the Pistons good, bro. You just noticed that the synergy was what was a lot different, bro. They fit they they fit what the city was about. And Tom Gores don't have no. He don't understand what he doing. He don't know what he doing, bro. So you know they really don't have that pulse on the city, bro. But let me get to the comments. He said, Trey said who? Oh, I read that one. Keegan Ford, Ivy 5, CJB. Any chance the Blazers still want Jeremy Grant? I don't know. I don't really at that point, man. I just think you just want to be in that lottery range. So he said he don't want to play for them. Go nowhere. Organization 1 through 4 come to Detroit, K Bay, and let's run it. You talking about Indiana? Charvers Abbey 1-on-1. Who better? I've never seen Shaden Sharp play, on the college level. So I mean, I really can't say. And then he only measured in at 6'4". So I'm gonna get to that too. So be patient. He only measured in at 6'4". Wow, right? Like so, him and Benedict Mathurin measured in like 6'4" some change. So he ain't 6'5", and Benedict Mathurin ain't 6'6". Crazy. Johnny Davis is actually about the same height or taller than both of them. But I'll get there. Just bear with me. So, um, let me get back to these comments. He said, "Draft Ivy at 5. Hopefully, we trade with Portland for the 7th pick and take Durham." Well, and that's obviously Quentin Hill salute. That's obviously that's my train of thought right there. I'd be happy with either one of them. A huge Mark Williams fan, but the only issue that really bothers that really kind of bothers you with Mark Williams is that he don't really have the post potential that Jalen Durham does. But to me, to me, like I said, you can talk potential. Andre Drummond had loads of potential, but obviously none of it really, truly came to fruition. So I mean, we could talk about potential, but they both, unbelievable defenders. I believe Mark Williams got like a 7'6" wingspan, Jalen Durham like a 7'4" wingspan. Don't quote me on that, but yeah, they very rangy big fellas, very rangy big fellas. So yeah, I like that. Hope Ivy fall. That's all we all hoping, but it'd be Troy Weaver's thing that Ivy fall. He take Keegan Murray or some shit like that, bro. I don't trust him, bro. I have a feeling Weaver's gonna pick someone nobody likes, Brother Hoskins. I mean, I was just saying, I was just my train of thought right then and there. And like I said before, his track record ain't shit. Yeah, he got Kay Cunningham right now. Some people are obviously people in Toronto argue Scotty Barnes, and but you look at the other picks. Isaiah Stewart, what was he thinking? Killian Hayes, everybody seen that from a mile away. What was he thinking? What was he thinking though? But he always can fall back on. I ain't want Dwayne Casey. I knew when they paired them together, bro. That's what he could fall back on, bro. Dwayne Casey wasn't my pick, so any chance the Pistons get 2 top 10 picks, probably more looking like the bottom 5 of the lottery. But then again, when you talk about additional picks, it's talent everywhere. Do you trust the Pistons to develop it? So you look. Pretty much like I said, these players right here, man. Even these guys right here. These to me, these 4 are the elites right there. Those 4 are the elite, and I have to rank them. I probably go Jaden Ivey, Shed and Paolo. They probably like tied for 1. I said before, it depends who you want. I think Paolo Banchero probably got the highest stud rating here, but he going to Houston, so who knows? But I'm gonna get to him again too, right? But them 4, they in a different class of their own. When you go down here, man, like I said before, Johnny Davis can end up being the best guy down here. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Durham, Mark Williams. You ain't really mad if you end up with these dudes. Might be the best. I don't know much about these dudes right here, but these dudes right here might be the best in this 3 range. A lot of these dudes getting clout based off nothing. This dude measured in under 6'5", Benedict Mathurin without shoes. Dyson Daniels, he's solid. Tari Eason, he measured in 6'6" without shoes. So you probably looking more at him playing the 3 than the 4, and that's fine. He athletic enough to do it, but it changed a lot. So to me, man, these are this is kind of where you want to. This is kind of where you want to look at. Do I like Jerami Sokin? I like him a lot. What mind seeing him at the 4, but offensively, if he developed, he could probably be the best guy in the draft. But these kind of where you like, where I want to, where you looking at. That's where you're looking at right here. Because you talk about Benedict Mathurin, can't break nobody down off the dribble. Now you ain't 6'6". Now we know why you don't defend at a high level. Dyson Daniels, he can't shoot. But then you say, man, some other guys, a lot of people like Walker Kessler. Some people like Kennedy Chandler. A lot of people like Nikola Jovic. You know what I'm saying? I love Mark. I like him. I love Marjan Beauchamp. So, if you could trade Jerami Grant to San Antonio for 20 and 25, I think it is. Shit, you still can end up with some good work. You know what I'm saying? They say, well, man, we ain't looking to get rid of 9, you know what I'm saying? But 20 and 25, you can end up with some good work there too. So yeah, it could happen. We talk about Marjan Beauchamp, Jaden Hardy, excuse me. There's a lot of different possibilities down in the Nikola Jovic. A lot of people like him. Tata Washington, he's solid. Jaden Hardy. Patrick Baldwin Jr. He had a little buzz or whatever. So yeah, it's whatever. Walker Kessler. So it's a little bit of something back there. But I like the kid Marjan Beauchamp and Nikola Jovic. Love him. He said, bro, I saw Johnny Davis on the Taco Bell commercial. Yeah, he's on the draft commercial too. Johnny Bell, big time, bro. Johnny Davis, big time. Basketball guys really screwed us this year. I don't know yet, bro. You never know. I don't think so. It could be coming, but did you see the quote Troy Weaver said he don't worry about skill or talent. He look at work effort, who they are as a person. Man, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Can you hoop and can you stay out of trouble? That's it. Come on, you don't care about skill. That's what it is. Come on, that's what this league is built on. It's built on talent. All that, you a good person, shit, man. Just don't go to jail. That's all I'm worried about. I don't care what type of person you is. Shaq was boo-booing and thumping it on people's shoes and throwing his feces on people, bro. Shaq wasn't no good person in the locker room. He the reason he fell out with Penny and Kobe Bryant, and people consistently blame Kobe Bryant for it. Two of them, Penny Hardaway, nicest guy you gonna find. Care about them, man. Detroit come here and they be looking for in the city of criminals and killers and drug dealers. They be looking for choir boys. If that's the case, man, the bad boy Pistons never would have won. Matter of fact, man, didn't Rasheed come off the Jailblazers? Like I said before, man, they be hiring some funny characters, bro. You ain't in Pleasantville, you ain't in Iowa. You know what I'm saying? You're not in Orlando, Disneyland, Florida, bro. You in Detroit. Pick the best talent. We'll worry about the bull crap later. We need to try to get the Kings 4th pick for Grant. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Usually, it ain't not gonna happen. You got to throw in like Sadiq Bey or Future First. Shit, they might want both. They trying to really move down, but like I said before, the thing about Troy Weaver, bro, he don't know. He don't like really know Detroit. He don't really know what he doing. Easy said, I promise you, Troy Weaver too smart to draft Jaden Ivey when he has Cade Cunningham. What does that mean? Like literally, what does that mean? I just asking, what do that mean, bro? That I don't get that. Like Cade can play off the ball, Cade can play on the ball. Like I said before, man, I want to know he want Benedict Mathurin who like 6'4". I think that's who he want. Yeah, I don't know what he's saying, bro. But like I said before, Troy Weaver, people defend Troy Weaver and Brad Holmes, bro. They have built up no equity. You know what I'm saying? Brad Holmes won 3 fucking games last year, bro. That's a fact. Troy Weaver had another 20-win season, a 20-something win season after he said we wouldn't go through that again. Come on. Come on, man. Like I just take it at face card value, what you say. Oh, you go through the book and you good. He said, bro, when I saw it, I said that I know he don't know how to build a real team, especially in Detroit. Of course he don't, bro. He's never done it before. That's Detroit special. Keep getting people that never done it before. Now I don't know about the dude from the Tigers of Vila, but he trash too. I mean, they must really like him, but he trash. He don't know what he doing. You could turn a baseball team around in one season. You could turn a baseball team around in one season, bro. But like I said before, with them type of comments, it is what it is, man. Like, it is. They're gonna have to keep doing rap concerts for people to come down. They should have stayed in Auburn Hills if they was gonna do this shit. They should have sold to somebody from Detroit, to be honest. Um, and that's just my opinion on it, dude. They don't have no like connection on how to build this team for this city. Easy saying that Cade and Killian. I mean, but Cade and Jaden Ivey didn't work. Well, why the hell they try to make Killian Hayes and Cade work? It ain't like, in my opinion, it ain't like that Killian wasn't already here. Let's think about that for a minute, real quick. It wasn't like they drafted Killian Hayes. Let's not forget that they drafted Killian Hayes. So it wasn't like he wasn't already here, bro. So I really understand that, dude. But they definitely could play together, bro. And Cade Cunningham, dude. I mean, they want to treat him like Luka Doncic and give him the ball and run the show. They should have did that from last year, but that definitely can work, bro. They wanted Killian and Ivy to work. People knew that. I mean, Killian and Cade to work. People knew that Killian and Cade was going. They told you last year that we're gonna try to share the ball between both of them. Bet. Everybody knew there was a mistake. Everybody knew Killian sucked except for Troy Weaver. And had Killian had already been here like Dubois, yeah, he'd have been cut too. Facts. He would not be here no more. He would be on the street. That is an actual fact that he would be on the streets. He's only here because Troy Weaver don't want to admit his wrong. Killian Hayes could not play basketball, and everybody know it, bro. He can defend. Anything doing with the basketball, he sucked. Dribbling, going right. I've seen him go left, go right, and jump off the left leg and do a left hand layup. That's just it's never going to click. So, like I said before, it is what it is. I'm prepared for him to take Keegan Murray. That's what people want. Like I said, you got a lot of people who don't know what they told, don't understand the climate of basketball. Guards gonna start avoiding the Kings like players avoid the Clippers. Used to, back in the day. He said L opinion. I don't know what that meant. But, like I said before, it is what it is. He want to go out. I want Keegan Murray. I want DeAndre Ayton. I'm just going to tell y'all right then and now. If you don't like getting your feelings hurt, don't come to my page. I'm going to hurt a lot of feelings when this shit don't work. But nonetheless, so they said Mathurin was listed at 6'7", but he came in at the combine at 6'4.5" without shoes. So, so at the end of the day, if he dropped, but he does have a 7-foot wingspan. Well, my bad. They said he had a 7-foot wingspan, while in reality he was 6'4" with a 6'9" wingspan. So Benedict Mathurin could see a drop at 6'4", 6'9". Y'all say what? 3 inches? 3 inches. Well, he'd be 6'5" with shoes on, so 2 inches really matter. In several inches in wingspan, it matters. So that's crazy. Johnny Davis, same thing. He came in the same height. He said I did find it interesting. Virtually, Johnny Davis is the same height as Benedict Mathurin, though Johnny Davis does have a slightly shorter wingspan. So there you go, right there. Johnny Davis, and Mathurin the same height, and Johnny Davis a better defender. Shaden Sharp, he came in. Mathurin Davis, he listed at 6'4", but he boasted the biggest wingspan at 6'11". So reason why some people consider him a highest ceiling prospect outside the top three. It's early to project him as an elite defender, but he'll be able to guard entire perimeter with length. So he's still going. Most people look at him at 6'5", but it's 1 inch. Tari Eason, who was listed at 6'7", uh, you know, listed at 6'7", 6'6", almost 6'7", shorter than 6'8". We've seen widely circulate. However, Eason has a massive 7'2" wingspan. He basically sees around, he's 6'7", 1 inch shorter. So I mean, that can be the difference. So yeah, with some of them kind of measurements that a lot of people probably didn't really see coming. Um, so I mean, yeah. So it's interesting, bro. So that was an interesting fact. Seeing that Benedict Mathurin was listed at 6'7", actually came in at 6'6". So I mean, but the funny thing too is they said that I'm talking about trading up real quick. They said that Paolo Banchero actually came in at 6'10" without shoes on. Now remember, Kay Cunningham said that a lot of people didn't know how big Paolo Banchero was. So a lot of people, so they said some interesting, surprising details of emerged about Paolo Banchero ahead of the draft. He said this dude is big, said Vernon, who ran into Banchero at a recent workout. Can I click though? I mean, like big, big. I talked to somebody there, and I was like, "Yo, like, what did he measure at?" They told me that I want to say it was Houston. Maybe went to go work out or something. He measured at 6'10" or 6'10" with 6'1" without shoes. So he measured in at 6'10" without shoes. So with shoes on, he almost a legit 7-footer. Come on, already is 6'7". This is one of the dudes who ain't getting the. He's one of the dudes who ain't getting the praise that he should, kind of going under the radar. Like literally, this somebody at 7 foot. Defensively is the only thing about him that he not the rim defender that Shat Holmgren is or Jabari Smith in, but literally this dude is literally 6'10" without shoes. And Kay Cunningham said that this season he's really an actual big human being, bro. So you literally can play him like physically. He's big, like he's strong physically. So you literally can play him he literally can play the 5, the 4, the 3. He's that athletic, bro. So like I said before, don't be surprised. I mean, like I said before, he's literally been downplayed, since the tournament. Like, and I agree, like Duke didn't really showcase what he really can do, but like I said, that's what happens when you go somewhere and it's a whole bunch of talent. It's a whole bunch of you know talented guys. RJ Barrett got outshined by Zion Williamson. It happens, but like I said before, like man, like if you're gonna trade up for somebody, it's gonna be this kid, bro. To be honest, he gonna trade up for this kid. Like physically, it's nothing that he can't do. Now, the sweating situation, I would have figured that he figured that out. LeBron said he helped me find a special drink. LeBron said he had the same problem. But at 6'10", you imagine the versatility that he gave you, though. And then he 19 years old, and he's still growing. This dude might very well end up over 7 foot. He probably will handle the ball, post up like the mailman, can create for somebody else. When you talk about the biggest ceiling for superstardom is Paolo Banchero, and it's probably Jaden Ivey. That's who it is. It's Paolo Banchero, and it's probably Jaden Ivey. He's physically height, and physically he's a strong man, bro. And us not getting that to 3 or the 4. I mean, I mean, what would Houston take to move up? I mean, what would they take? That's the question. What would they take? If we really wanted to move up, what would they take? I mean, obviously they need veterans. They need veterans. From 5 to 3. I mean, obviously, and probably Jaden Ivey has to be there. That's probably the number one thing. Jaden Ivey literally probably has to be there. They already moved Christian Woods, and I already told you their intent. The intent is to take, Paolo Banchero. So if the Pistons did do a deal, the Pistons did do a deal. Obviously, he would have to be sitting there at 3, and Ivy would have to be sitting there at 5. You probably say we probably gotta take Jerami Grant and them. I mean, if his sweating thing checking out, man, I mean, like I said, it's Paolo Banchero and Jaden Ivey got the biggest, boom ability to be a superstars, in my opinion. Yeah, that mean, like I said, you go to Houston, that might change everything for Houston. Now, I wouldn't recommend Houston play him at the 5. I think Houston still need to get, walk away with a Walker Kessler or a Durham or Mark Williams, or go find somebody at the 5 to come in there, maybe a Nurkic or something like that. But 3, 4, 5, he give it to you, bro. Ball handling, shooting, post move. You know what I'm saying? He just probably don't give you the rim protection that you need, but he obviously got the athleticism and lift to be a really good defender. So if I could move up and get him, yeah, I would mortgage the farm. Kate Cunningham like him, and at this point, it's all about keeping Kate Cunningham happy, too. But will he be there? Orlando ain't said much. Oklahoma City Thunder ain't said much. You might have to take a flyer on the kid, bro. If you can move up to get him, man, why not? Why not? But yeah, man, we kind of got screwed in there, man. We could stay at 4. Could have been doable. We take Ivy at 4. They take Paolo. We throw somebody else in to make the pot sweet. But like I said before, like, he probably got the highest ceiling, bro. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. He said Easton over Sharp for you. I don't know, man, to be honest. I just don't know enough about Sharp. You see the high school highlights, you see the ability. I don't know, man. I probably say Sharp. It's a guards game. I love Easton game. Paolo looked like he would be killing like Zion, but he be disappearing for some reason. Man, I don't think he disappeared, bro. I just think Duke just has so much talent. You feel me? I just think Duke has so much talent that, like I said before, they a lot of times, especially in the tournament down the stretch, even when he was making plays, they was going to other places. I don't see where he disappeared, bro. I just see that they go to other places, bro. They don't go to him in the clutch. They got so much talent, they just go somewhere else. That's what I seen in the tournament. That's what I seen in the tournament. They just tend to go. They have so many options. They just tend to go somewhere else. So, yeah, I don't think he be disappearing, bro. When they call his number, he show up. When they call his number, he show up and show out, bro. So you like the talent, bro. Like I said before, the one thing that people are so enamored, I think people just enamored by, Chet Holmgren defense and Jabari Parker shot blocking and defense. He's probably a better player than them, bro. The only thing he don't have is the rim defending, the perimeter the versatility defensively that Chet Holmgren has. So that's it. That's the only thing he don't got. But like I said, anything else, passing, shooting, he got the athleticism. He got the athleticism. I don't know if he got the trait to be a big shot blocker at the rim, but he got the lift, bro. That dude probably gonna be the best one in this draft, bro. At least out the top guys. He probably gonna be the best one. If he's sweating all, check out, bro, and all that shit, check out, man. And he healthy and all that, bro. He probably, man, ain't nothing he can't do, bro. Only issue with him is that, he ain't gonna have too much of a veteran presence going to Houston or Oklahoma City or Orlando. That's the only bad thing about him. Ain't no veterans there. That's it. Ain't no veterans there. And that matters, even with Jalen Green, the malice, Detroit had with Jalen Green, ain't no Ain't nothing but young guys there, man. They got in a fight at the club and all that type of stuff. And Sterling Brown got beat up. Ain't no young. He going to a situation where a lot of that is like a plant, man. If you put some plants, they rose and grow from the cracks in the concrete. Some plants they not even gonna grow nothing. It's just it's just gonna it ain't gonna sprout. So like I said before, the locker room that any of the 3 locker rooms that he about to go in is gonna be starting behind the 8 ball, bro. That's what it is. And for even going to Sacramento, bro, you start behind the 8 ball. Going to Detroit, they seem to have some culture there, but it's moving Jerami Grant. It's a lot of young guys there. Indiana, they starting over. You know what I'm saying? Uh, who else behind them? At 7 is who? Let me see. Who's at 7 for in this draft? I forget. Portland at 7. I mean, yeah. I mean, he from that way, Seattle. So I mean, that'd be the ideal fit. But yeah, he probably be big time. He like a bigger Carmelo. And yeah, I can see that. I think he's a more gifted passer than Carmelo Anthony. I think Carmelo Anthony is a more gifted shooter at the coming in. So I could definitely see that. But if his situation is solid, bro, like yeah, he got the highest boom rate. Only thing that make his bust rate like a bust is the health concerns. Always you can get injured, and this obviously the sweating situation. So I think he had a handle, but I don't like really see what's the like why would you take Jabari Smith over him? I mean, you really just gotta be looking at like you looking for. I mean, I don't really see nothing. Shot blocking they only take you so far. I see Chet Holmgren guard 4 or 5. I see that, but man, he touch every aspect of the game. But this kid special, bro. He's special, bro. But, if you did trade up for somebody, it'd be for him. It'd be for him, man. And like I said before, man, that the kid is nice. Hopefully Houston don't mess his career up, bro. But you look at Houston, it's gonna be, they don't really have a true point. Green, Kevin Porter, and it's gonna be him out there. I don't know who they 3 is. It's Jay Sean Tate or something like that. So they got rid of Christian Wood last night too. So he going to Dallas, which once again you got Luka Doncic, Jalen Brunson. They don't guard. They go get Christian Wood. He don't guard nothing. So Dallas obviously don't know what they're doing. As of right now, they got somebody else that can score, but they don't got nobody that can guard nobody. And that's why they lost to Golden State. They don't have nobody at the rim that's gonna stop the rim, stop the ball going. To lock the paint down. They get Christian Wood. Yeah, he score, he shoot, he do different things, but durability and defense ain't a strong put. So you put Luka who can't defend. You put Bronson against longer, more athletic teams. He can't defend. Spencer Dinwiddie, he could defend, but health-wise, you never know. And then you sit out there and you put Christian Wood out there. So, for them to right this wrong, they're going to have to find somebody in the middle of that defense that's going to be able to right their wrongs and erase the errors, you know what I'm saying? And they got to have to give effort. And then look at the 3 position they got, too. They're going to need somebody at the 3 position that's going to be able to defend. And maybe they go get Lou Dort from Oklahoma City Thunder, but you don't want somebody that ain't going to be able to score. So they need somebody at that. They need somebody at the 5 that's gonna lock shit down. They need somebody at the 3 that's gonna take on the tougher perimeter challenge. So yeah, Dallas, man, like I said before, Dallas and Boston, they won't be back in the positions they were in this year. Ken Martin Jr. at 3, okay. Ivy at 5 all day. Casey Spax Comedy, appreciate you, bro. So I mean, yeah, so it's just gonna, we'll see what happens with them, but that's pretty much probably got to be the play for them, bro. Like. But for Detroit, I mean, you got a blank canvas right now. You got a real blank canvas in Detroit right now, and we'll see what they're gonna do. We're gonna see what they're gonna do, man. So if I be lying if I told you I believe in Troy Weaver, he gave me no reason to believe in him yet, but we'll see. The only time will tell. He gets somebody that we don't like. You know what I'm saying? He definitely gets somebody that we don't like. But guess what? That don't really mean that he got it wrong. Only time will tell. Only time will tell. So I mean, so only time will tell. But I mean, if I got any questions, I'll answer them. But like I said, man, I'm not gonna overreact come draft night. I don't really care no more, bro. They've been losing so bad, man. It's at the point where, man, I don't blame y'all at this point. If y'all just go get all new teams, bro. That's the point where we at with it, bro. I ain't even mad if y'all go out there and get all new teams. I ain't even mad at y'all at this point. 'Cause this shit is this this is truly some bull crap in Detroit right now. You know, and at one point you can't blame the Wings. You know what I'm saying? They done what they supposed to do. You know, for a long time. You know, they done what they supposed to do for a long time. You know, Pistons, you know, off and on done what they supposed to do. Tigers had a run in the early 2000s. They did, you know, they did something for a while, but it's to the point where it's time for the Lions to carry the weight. And every time it's time for the Lions to carry their weight, they never carry it. Ivy and Sharp take a chance if we can't get if we can trade Grant. I don't like both of them playing together. How does that work with Sadiq Bey? He said Weaver got a Stewart Bay and Caden. I mean, Stewart? Are we really fucking saying that Isaiah Stewart is like y'all saying it like we saying it like man, like bro, we got wings with pizza, or oh baby, I went to Benihana's and got you a the lobster combination or whatever. Like y'all be throwing Stewart name in there like he good. He not good. He not good. He like a car part from Holbrook Auto Part place. He not Stewart, if Stewart was any good, bro, we wouldn't be talking about Aiden. We wouldn't be talking about Mitchell Robinson, Jalen Durham, Mark Williams. Like, bro, like Isaiah Stewart was is for the okay. Let me just put this on the board. If people want to say, "Oh man, you sound like you hating," okay, cool. I'm used to that, but nah, I just look at stuff in its own little different way, right? So okay, I'm gonna go through a list of guys that who went after Isaiah Stewart. Okay, Josh Green, Sadiq Bey. Obviously, don't know much about what Pressure's doing right now, but Tyrese Maxey. Can we all agree? Bingo. I don't know what these guys doing. Love RJ Hampton though, but obviously he in that guard heavy Orlando. And man, quickly Isaiah Stewart right now. Come on, quickly. Peyton Pritchard or Isaiah Stewart right now. Peyton Pritchard. All right, Desmond Bain or Isaiah Stewart right now. Desmond Bain, obviously. So, and they promised him that he'd be there. So, like I said before, man. Yeah, they be saying Isaiah Stewart name like, bro, like nigga, like these the new Jordan ones that came out. That'd be crazy to me. They be saying Isaiah Stewart name like he really part of something, bro. I'm like, man, dude, that dude like a rotational player, bro. Like he like one of the hoes you keep in your rotation. I take Easton over Durham. Okay. He said if he take Keegan Murray, we got to keep Grant. In my opinion, Murray needs an athletic long wing outside of him. What you gonna do with Sadiq Bey then? Like, if they take more Murray, then obviously Grant gone. Eventually, Murray isn't good. To me, he can't create space. I take Sharp over him. Okay, I mean, they say the same thing about Shane Sharp. He really don't create that much space neither. So I don't know. I can see if Murray ain't doing nothing with Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he playing the four though. That's the difference. Oh yeah, I don't know, man. Tatum, Mobley, Pascal, So I mean that's y'all boy. Toward the channel, cash up $sign CJ Good 3. But it'd be crazy y'all be talking about Isaiah Stewart like that nigga. Like man, like bro, don't nobody want no damn Isaiah Stewart. Like, bro, like niggas like, man, no, man, we got Isaiah Stewart. Like, nigga, what? That's like saying we got Killian Hayes. Damn near saying like we got Killian Hayes. That's the same thing about it. Crazy to me. Yeah, we got Killian Hayes, nigga. Wow. You streaming the draft night? I don't know. I don't. I probably not, bro. Probably not, dude. It ain't that I can't. I just don't want to. It wouldn't even be worth my reaction. Wouldn't even be worth it. It'd be worth it, but I nah, I'm not. I probably not. I could change my mind, but I doubt it. I'm on it, but y'all be saying like, man, I said Stewart, nigga. Like, I be looking like what? If him and Killian Hayes did what they supposed to do, bro, we'd be in a great position. All he had to do is just like Nigga, that wouldn't do nothing. All you gotta do is trade Jeremy Grant. That'll be it. You know, you took Desmond Game and Tyrese Halliburton. We probably wouldn't end up with Kay Cunningham though. So I mean, that is you however you want to look at it. However you want to look at it. Troy Weaver gets disrespectful just off drafting Killian over Halliburton. She taking Isaiah Stewart over, quickly. Tyrese Mack. I was on the Tyrese Maxey bandwagon. Like I said before, then you don't end up with Kay Cunningham. Maybe you end up with Scotty Barnes or something. I don't know. I don't know. But like I said before, that Killian pick, y'all defending Killian. I think y'all starting to come around, and y'all come around on Isaiah Stewart too. Y'all say, oh, he could play the four. I'm looking at y'all like y'all crazy, bro. He's a bench player. He gonna give you some good numbers, but he just can't defend the rim. Then he can't get on the perimeter and guard nobody neither, bro. Everybody knew that was a bad pick. When the first two picks they picked this year, man, everybody knew they was bad picks, bro. That year. Everybody knew they was bad picks. Let's be real. You know. You know. But it is what it is. Shit, we should have just took BJ Boston over God. I don't even know who BJ Boston is though. He said the bench. Yeah, he's a good rotational player, bro. So it is what it is. Yeah, I be saying Isaiah Stewart like that nigga Michael Jordan or some shit, man. Like he Josh Sally in the 80s. Shit wild to me. He said, watch us sign eight. Watch us sign eight, and whenever they have money, they do BS. Like, yeah, Charlie Villanueva, Reggie Jackson, even though they traded for him. You ain't lying about that. You ain't lying about that shit. Josh Smith, Ben Gordon, Blake Griffin. I know they traded for him, man. Like, hey, bro, niggas was happy about Blake Griffin. I said, ain't a good trade. Oh, you hating, nigga? You always hating on the Pistons. Sit like that, nigga. Stop hating, man. I'd be looking like, yeah, man, I'm a header like you, but my wrist. You know what I'm saying? I'd be just looking at dog like, bro, I could do a better job than Troy Weaver. I promise to God I could, bro. Care about your character. As long as you don't get caught, I don't care. It's Detroit, baby. Who care about preacher choir boys and preacher boys? That's why I like Al Davis. Al Davis ain't care. Al Davis ain't care. Nigga, you score touchdown. Jerry Jones don't care. If Murray played the four, he getting cooked fours and threes and too slow. He's solid athletically, but we see that man go here. Y'all gonna get the Keegan Murray jersey. Y'all might as well, man. Kay Cunningham going to LA. I'm going back to that nigga ain't even buy no house in Detroit. That's how you know that nigga ain't staying here. That's how you know he ain't staying, bro. That nigga ain't even buy no crib. That nigga got an apartment. He ain't getting no condo. He ain't getting no $50,000 houses. Man. That nigga Kay Cunningham do not plan on staying in Detroit, bro. And Troy Weaver is gonna oblige, gonna help him on his way out. Mark my words. Weaver gonna mess it up because he refused to admit Killian a bust. He said that Seoko DeBoye was a bust quick. He said that shit was me. He said Seoko DeBoye, you bust, quick, he's a bust. Get him out of here, Frank. Get him out of here. I said, he don't know, man. Detroit is a cheap ass city, bro. From the roads, you know what I'm saying? Y'all illegally dumping in Detroit. Y'all drop y'all trash out. Y'all can just put a little trash back in your car. And they continue to sign first-time GMs. They do not want to pay nobody that's done it before. They refuse to do so. They refuse to pay somebody that's done it before. They keep getting, and then they want to fire these dudes after 5 years. If you're gonna give somebody that's never done it before, should give them 10 years. Why not? At least give them a chance to right their wrongs. You see what they did wrong? They were praising Brad Holmes after winning 3 games, bro. That shit was the funniest thing I ever seen. Oh, he got us on the right track. Him and Troy Weaver came in. You know, I don't like talking about the brothers like that. But him and Troy Weaver came in and they said, Jared Goff. They said, Killian Hayes, championship. Remember that? He said, TJ Who's Mazzata, championship. Man. Man, they came in and said, Jared Goff, champions. Bro, he came in and said, Jared Goff. Bro, Brad Owens came in and said, Jared Goff. Then Troy Weaver came in, Killian Hayes. You're just looking like, dang, bro. Like, damn. It's a crazy world, bro. I don't know who looked at I looked at Killian tape. I thought it was a sixth grade AAU basketball tape. I ain't gonna lie, man. This nigga playing against, a middle school over there in France. Shit crazy. But no other questions, man. That is what it is. Appreciate y'all, man. Check out the Piston uh one-on-one playlist for all my live streams, bro. Happy birthday to Tupac. I think it'll be his 51st birthday. Some people think it is his 51st birthday, if you catch my drift. I'll let y'all know the information on the podcast and the community tab on Twitter. Um, so I'll let y'all know. I'll put it up tonight so y'all can listen to it tonight, bro. But usually when I do a podcast, it'll go up the next morning. I probably make Detroit's. I put it up probably 9, 8 in the morning. I pick a time. I can listen to the audio ad free on Spotify, Anchor. As y'all continue to support, I go to Apple, Google, Amazon, Audible, Stitch, and Castbox and all the stuff. So um, he said, "You watch all the Pistons game? Hell no. Nah. I watch all the Lions game though. It's only 16 of them. But yeah, I don't watch all the Pistons game, bro. I can't keep up with all that, bro." He said they trying to say Sharp unknown, Killian was unknown. Was Sharp wasn't he the number one high school player in the country? That's what I thought he was. But yeah, man, financial support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal in the description. Like other than that, man, like I said, you can listen to the audio version today, Spotify, Anchor, and I continue to expand it past that as I get more support. So appreciate y'all. I'll let y'all know in the community tab what's up. One time for the one time piece.